Alright, today's objective is General Petrov, the owner of Brocada, or actually the ruler of Brocada. So in the last episode we got Marinia. They are providing us with gold pieces per month, and Brocada is going to do the same. We just have to wait for the trigger of the event, and we'll be going for that. Now it's August and nothing really is happening. So I can either go into city and develop, but we already did that, or I could simply go and do some random fights, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm too respectful of your time, so we're not gonna do that. One of your agents report that Brocada that a fleet from Paritan has landed a large army and taken Brocada. They are said to be very harsh conqueror. So we already have this event, so we don't have to wait. It's September. We have 3 months to conquer Brocada. Are we ready to actually take Brocada? So we have, let's show. Show. So the heavy infantry has plate, large shield, sword, and spear. So they're absolutely at the best, the peak of their performance. They also have 480 hit points, which divided by 60, it's 8 hit points per unit, per infantry. We then have the bowmen, they have 3 hit points. They have chain, mace, and compound bow. And everybody else here has been equipped with what they can. Alright. The Alada watch is fine. So we're gonna take all our units, including our here. No, Captain Wilson, you stay there. And heavy infantry and bowmen. And we're gonna move forward. Now we should run into an encounter. You're met by a patrol of about 50 men. They say they represent General Petrov, the rightful ruler of Brocada. The forces of Pitlag have overrun the peasants and forced the militia into hiding. Will you help us defeat Pitlag? In return, we will become your vassal and pay you 400 gold pieces monthly. I accept. Now we're gonna march into Brocada. Scouts report that Brocada is defended by about 100 cavalry, 350 infantry, and 100 bowmen, all bearing the crest and banner of Pitlag of Paritan. Remnants of the militia has joined your army. Well, we only have 110 men. But boy, are we gonna make them pay whatever it is that they have to pay. Well, if I can go over there, Corvus use. You know, I don't remember specifically if there are. There is Cav, so for sure they're gonna try something. Danica and the other priest over there. Rooster, you go over there and take the brand. Theodore, Danica, heavy infantry, and bowman. You guys stay there. Alright, the cavalry is over there. I also saw some bowmen. Okay, you guys are absolutely gonna get wrecked. So Bowman and Elsa, you guys need to do something about this cav. I don't care, just start beating on this thing. Alright. Sadly we don't have the ranger available to destroy the mud over here. This is mud level 2. We could move, technically. But you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's use the mage. Maybe the mage can do something about that. Can we do slow? We can do slow. Maybe confusion would have been better, but it's gonna be fine. Theodore, you're a low-level mage. Yeah, you only have light. Which is not that great. Next, yes. Alright, so these guys are good. They just charge all these units. What are you trying to accomplish exactly? Nothing much, exactly. Now you guys are gonna get completely obliterated. Well, we can attack the bowman, for sure. The cav is the biggest threat, so we need to start working on that cav. So I'm gonna show you why rangers can do some stuff, but they're not particularly great. I'm gonna show you. We have dry. Dry can totally remove this mud. There you go, dry ground. And now we can also attack the cav. Why not? 4 hits, that's fine. We need to start moving my infantry. 1, 2. I don't want to see. We've got 2 movement remaining. If I move, I'm gonna waste some stamina, so I'm not gonna do anything. But before I move my mages forward, I need to deal with the archers. Once I've dealt with the archers, we can safely move the mages, because archers are the counter to mages. Okay. Let's see what you got. What was that supposed to be? 1 damage, 5 damage. Guys, you're attacking not the bowman. Guys, you're... What are you doing? Well, next turn they're gonna do something useful, I'm sure. Okay, so Elsa, you're gonna be casting Dry on this thing. Fantastic. You're also gonna attack the cavalry, which seems to be like stuck somewhere. The bowman will attack the bowman right there. 26 damage. Wow. Compound bow really rocks. Alright. They seem to have a lot of hit points. But right now, am I gonna use some stamina? Yeah, I need to take care of this cavalry. Hand-to-hand combat. Completely destroyed. We did lose a couple of units though. Yeah, 50, 58. Okay, I think we can move now Veritas. I said I can... Yes. Veritas, move towards our guys over here. Next turn you're gonna be doing stuff. I don't want to do it now though. Corvus, can you do anything at all? We got confusion and fear. We can cast confusion. It's already over long. Yeah, let's go into the next turn. See, let them just eat the missile attacks. Besides, my main infantry is just too tanky to even be bothered by this stuff. Now, keep in mind that the cavalry is very strong, so we took a lot of damage due to that. Oh no, they lost the general. Petrov is dead. We don't care, it's just for this fight. Should we win, Petrov is gonna be fine. Alright, you guys did not charge. Why is that? You're being very, 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 very annoying. But the bowmen have been eliminated, which is exactly what I was looking for. So now let's take care of this bowman. 67? How the hell did you deal 67 damage on this guy? Okay, it's time to move. You guys start moving. Alright. Gonna do nothing else. Right, they're taking some range damage because there are some javelins probably somewhere. I do not specifically where, but there are some javelins. Probably the guys with the mace, they have some thrown stuff. It's okay though. So they just stay there and toss stuff, because tossing stuff is the safest possible way. So we're gonna move Rico. We're actually moving Rooster, Wolfengard, and the 1st Infantry. We're gonna move them forward. Stay at 2. Yeah, the plate infantry is just slow. Slow as hell. But what can you do? Okay, we are over long, but I don't think everybody is over long. I think Corvus and Veritas can actually reach. No. Well, it doesn't really matter. Because I can move here. And now I can attack these guys. Yeah, lots of damage. Let's stick down these guys. We're gonna attack... what? We're gonna attack these guys in the center, and we're gonna also attack nobody, because we ran out of arrows. The question is, do I want to use resupply? I don't think so. I can do it without resupplying. That's gonna be gold pieces that... what is going on? Why are you attacking me and not Petrov? What is really going on here? And who is actually throwing stuff at me? I can't see. Right. Right. So yeah, Theodore is not doing great. So infantry and rooster, you need to start moving and hand to end this. Fantastic, 2 damage. I think you guys can do this. And then I want you to skedaddle out of there. Yeah, maybe you guys can do something. Maybe Corvus and Veritas can do some damage here. Yeah. So these guys have some throwing stuff. Not good, but let's move Elsa here. I don't think Elsa has anything left. So she can go into melee. We have the kite shield, we have the best stuff. They cannot take our bow away, so now it would be great if you guys could just charge in and, you know, open the way. I wouldn't be opposed to that. No, they're not gonna do anything. Oh boy. Elsa, why don't you just go and merge with these guys? So, Veritas and Corvus, you need to take down these guys. Can you do anything at all? Probably not. Alright, let's just charge into this section, the center of the city. The javelin's dead. We could probably do one more. Right here. Hand-to-hand combat with Pitlag and these javelins. So they were javelins. Meaning... No, I'm not gonna make you... No, I'm not surrendering. Accepting your surrender. Sorry, you have to die. They are throwing stuff at me. So the spearmen over there are throwing stuff. You're retreating? Why are you We're winning. How can you be retreating? Well, it doesn't really matter because now we have to attack this guy. And do some damage. Great. And we should move right here and charge. Yeah, this guy didn't stand a chance. But the infantry took a lot of damage because we charged. Oh well. So we lost 6 people. Well, 1 was wounded. Wolfgang gains 1 level, Corvus 1 spell, Rooster gained 1 level, and Theodore gained 1 spell. The infantry gained 1 level, good, you're gonna lose it when we reinforce you. We got 312 gold pieces. And a character has been attracted. A priest level 1. Oh my god. Let's give it a priestly name. Like Maltius. There you go. You defeated the infamous Pitlag and liberated Brocada. Alright. So with this, we should head back to our nice town. Now, of course, we're gonna go into city here and develop. What can we develop? So if we develop lumber, the elves are gonna be pissed about it, so we cannot develop lumber. We could develop mining. That's gonna cost a lot though. And I don't have the cash to do that. Morale is recovering, which is fine. So let's wait for the next month. Flooding has caused havoc within your realm. There are many problems. Really. One of your spies report that Lord Pitlag of Paritan has sent a small military party to help Nuralia fight marauding goblins. Well, that's good to know. Attrition 4%? Good god, we cannot do anything. All units make camp. All. Yeah, you stay there. Don't you move a muscle. That attrition is gonna completely demolish us. So we need manufacture because the resource has increased and the developed is 1 point below. So we can pay less to increase the develop. So we're gonna do that. I don't know how much it's gonna increase production, but it's gonna be good. Now hopefully nobody dies. Please nobody die. Attrition 1 man. But the weather that your lands are experiencing must be a reward from the gods, for it seems as if it comes from heaven itself. Well, thank you. Heaven just killed one of my men. You have heard from merchants who have traveled to the south that there are several tribes of nomadic Norsemen who live on the plains south of Surnova. It is a very interesting thing, but we have zero attrition and I don't plan on spending winter anywhere. So let's just go inside. Who did we lose? One heavy infantry. So we need to do unit, reinforce, heavy infantry. We need to add 7 people to this. We're going to need to reinforce more the Alada Watch by giving it 5 people. I'm going to train you guys. The Alada Watch needs some training. It's fantastic. We need to equip the priest, which is Maltheus. If I can, where is Maltheus? Okay, guys, I think we just lost. Oh, it's there. It's number 10. Chain, small, mace. At least as a priest, he got some armor class. Light leather. Priests cannot wear anything other than chain, though. Right, so city develop. What have we got? Manufactured was not brought to 7 for some reason. So we need to spend more cash. I hope this is worth it because, well, we can't do shit now. Some citizens have donated 250 gold pieces to help with the cost of keeping a garrison. What uncommon generosity! Well, that's good because we have good morale and loyalty. So that's fine. Alright, so agriculture needs some developing. It's also winter, so income is gonna drain, but thanks to the donations of our vassals, we have 450 plus 250, that's 700. Just from that, I think. We can say info on cities. So Marinia is giving me 250, Brocada 400, and oh, not 450. Okay, 400. Then we got Alada with 410, and Tranavan ally. Good to know. You need to train. We need to train whom? Alada Watch needs some training because eventually I need to. You see, Alada Watch is eventually gonna take on the giants attacking Marinia, so I need them at their peak. But I also need some cavalry to deal with the trolls. Yeah, it's gonna be painful, but hopefully everything will be fine. I might have to grind some stuff off screen. I might do that just between videos, but not with my main army, just for some backup. Alright, can we do anything here? No, we develop everything. There's nothing I can do, sadly. So press next. Your court historian reports that according to all his careful and learned research, the area near the Great Lake to the south, known as Tentula, was once very prosperous. I do not know if the game expects me to go to Surnova now, but I'm not ready. So this is where, okay, the first part of the game is getting these regions under your control, Paritan and then Nuralia. Nuralia is not even a fight. This is just normal stuff. You can finish this north part quite easily, get all the points. But then moving south here is where I tend to break my scoring system, because Surnova you cannot keep unless you do something specific. It's gonna be more of a liability, although it's very rich, but it's a liability. Lots of people, still a liability. And then Tentula is easy, you just have to do Char first, something like that. And then here we have the Jantrikali nomads. And right here we should have the dwarves. Maybe here. And here is Arnix. So it's easy to follow the timeline up to Paritan and Nuralia. That's absolutely easy. You can do it, no problem. But after that, you need to reinforce, get some units ready, because look, right now all we have is 1 unit of infantry and 1 unit of bowmen, and they're not particularly strong. I mean, they are strong for the north part, but it's just 1 unit. I need more units to be able to defeat the enemies. So we still have 4 attrition. So lumber was, I need to increase the lumber. Nothing else needs to be increased. All right, next. Unseasonably mild weather has blessed your barony. Commerce and work projects will benefit. Information. There is a persistent rumor among the people. Pitlag is planning to ally himself with the Neuralians. An advisor suggests that they may want to join forces against you. A large amount of commerce has resulted in increased production and happiness this month. Well, I'm sure. We have no attrition now. I could go to Pitlag. Wait, do we need to develop something? No. So what is this commerce boom that you were talking about? There is no commerce boom here. You're also not gaining much. So how about we all go somewhere and do some fighting? 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, fantastic. That was great, guys. That was great. Now I can train the other watch some more. But that leaves us with not much money. So what can I do? We have 1 recruit per day. I don't want to conscript people because that's going to decrease loyalty, morale, and health. And also it's going to decrease my population. So I don't want to do that. A caravan has passed through the city, generating a huge increase in commercial activity for the month. That's fantastic. So how are we doing? We have 10 recruits. We can probably start recruiting Cav at this point. I don't know if I have the money. Probably I do. But 10 Cav is, it's not much. So 10 Cav is like 20 infantry. It's not the greatest thing. You have to multiply everything by something. So each stack of units is 200 points. 1 infantry is 2 points. 1 Cav is 4 points. In terms, it's easier to think about 100 infantry is the maximum. Then you can have 50 Cav, and you can have mixed types like 50 infantry and 25 Cav. So my 10 recruits, I can make Cav units. Do I want to make mounted infantry or do I want to make knights? Or do I want to make horse infantry? You know what? I never do this, so I want to do it now. I'm gonna make. Do I want to though? I need to reinforce my current units. I have no. I do not have a way to do that. We need 5 more here. Yes. And we need to reinforce the heavy infantry with 5 more. Yes, and I also have to train the heavy infantry. Otherwise, they're gonna lose something. Right. You have heard that in Tula to the south is practically withered since the disaster which devastated the world. They are poor and plagued by the attacks from the giants of Char. Because of these attacks, your captain suggested they may be weak foes, giving an easy victory. My captain is very stupid, but see, we're receiving all of this stuff. Is the game expecting me to take Paritan? I do not know. If you wait too much, Paritan will attack Alada, will siege you. That's not a big issue. If you know how to play, you should be able to push them back. No problem whatsoever. So in here, I need Alada to just grow, but 1.9 thousand, you know, guys, it's probably not a lot to generate income. We can boost structure. That increase our production of people, I think. It wouldn't be a bad idea to force the production of people. Everything else here is doing fine. I mean, agriculture, lumber, and mining is recovering from winter, so we're in April. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and save on B. Yes, and I think, guys, I think we've played enough now because there's going to be like pit lag, so this is going to be a short episode. I want to keep it very episode based, so we're going to go against pit lag in the next episode most likely. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.